let's talk about Star.
Starlight, star bright, hear the wish I wish tonight.
No, the STAR technique for interviews.
Remarkable fellow. I'll interview him today.
I'm going to give you 5 simple steps to become remarkable at STAR and crush those pesky interview questions and become an interview ninja. New ninja! Let's run through 5 steps to easily answer the question, tell me about a time when you worked as part of a team. And stick around on to the end of the video when I get really geeky for the interview dorks watching. But first, what is STAR? STAR is Situation, Task, Action, Result. It's a method of answering behavioral interview questions. And you want to spend most of your answer focused on the... That's right. Just like a good kung fu movie, you want a lot of action. That's where the majority of your answer should be. Now we know what STAR is, let's run through 5 steps to giving a great answer using it. Step 1, what's the question?
The question is, will you?
When you know what the question is, then you know what the... That's right, the action needs to be all about. So in this case, we're going to be talking about, tell me about a time when you worked as part of a team. So we know that our action needs to be all about teamwork. That's what we need to be talking about. Step 2, situation. Set the scene. Where were you? What were you doing? Something like, in 2024, I was in my final year at university and was part of a team of 5 for a presentation for my microeconomics module. So here's a pro tip, use the when, where, what formula, just like I did in this answer, and skip unnecessary details. What were you responsible for? What exactly was the thing that you were meant to be doing in this example? We had to create a business plan to launch a startup. I was in charge of market research and presenting our findings clearly to the rest of the team. Step 4, action. Now you explain exactly what you did that helps the interviewer know that you know exactly what good teamwork is. I made sure that our team stayed on the same page by setting up weekly check-ins and keeping communication clear and open. I actively listened when teammates shared ideas or concerns, especially when 2 of them disagreed on our pricing strategy. Instead of taking sides, I facilitated a respectful discussion where we could all weigh the pros and cons, and we landed on a blended approach everyone was happy with. Throughout the project, I stayed focused on collaboration, offering help when others were behind and making sure no one felt left out. So the actions, what you did, you showed good communication, active listening, conflict resolution, respect, collaboration. Here's the proof in your action that you know what great teamwork is. Step 5, result. End with the outcome. Keep it short and keep it positive. Our project received a distinction and the lecturer praised our teamwork and organization. One teammate even said it was the smoothest group project they'd done. I think that's a bit of a porky. But anyway, steady on. Your teammate probably didn't say that. Who would say that? Okay, now for the dorks.
You really are a dork.
I like teaching systems in my one-to-ones and in my courses because systems are easy to remember, which is really important when you're stressed. And I don't know if anybody ever told you this, but you're probably going to get stressed during your interview. So here's a simple system of numbers and percentages to hack the STAR technique. Situation 10%. Task 15%, action 70%, result 5%. So if you're a neurotic control freak like me and you know that you've got 2 minutes to answer your question, when you're writing your script, you know exactly how many words to write and how long you need to take for each part of your STAR answer. You can grab that system and more in my free worksheet down in the description below, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for everything, little fella. See you next time.